Oh, we forgot to stream a bit today. Whoops. We're getting out of practice one day and I just fall apart. Isn't that something? There's something to that, I guess. Okay, now let's get this stuff. Get my windows in order. Okay, get my windows in order. Almost nothing. There we go. That's slick as a whistle. Okay, now this is really good. Don't need this though. Don't need this. This we need. This is the real one. Good. Yeah, I like this one. Oh, crud. It's, I can't get over there. Oh, it's too far over. Control minus. Nope, you can't do this. Okay, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties as usual. Okay. There we go. That's good enough. Okay, we go back to this one, and we're going to start with. Okay, we got a lot to cover. What is the deal here? Where's the other window? Down there. We got to go and see if it's running. Is it running? Oh, I got the wrong title on it again. Dang it. Probably do this every day. I should probably just start. I should stop the stream and start it again with the right title and everything on the dot. But I don't. Yeah, we had to jump a car this morning. It's getting cold. It's supposed to be 20 below next week, 22 below. Now, that's the way I remember as a kid. I remember seriously crazy cold. Just horrible cold. So anyway, I got a lot to cover today, so let's dig right in, and probably some of it will get pushed off till tomorrow. But just got to do a double check to make sure it's running. Yep, seems like it is, and so we'll let it go. There it goes. Okay, good. So let's go to the big news today. Big news, not this one. The big news is that China China has blocked Microsoft's Bing. Now, if I would have written the headline, I would have said, Keith just said, it's cold here too. It's in the 50s. Yeah, 22 below is not the same as the 50s, buddy. In the 50s, things fall off if you go outside uncovered. Body parts fall off. And you better have your longies on. I'm going to do that thing where you throw boiling water up in the air and it just poof goes into a cloud. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but it's on YouTube. Anyway, what this headline should have been was the Great Wall of China, the Great Firewall of China slams shut on Microsoft Bing. Anyway, Bing was the last standing propaganda vehicle, the last standing foreign search engine in China. And so now they shut that down. And says foreign technology services have been falling like dominoes as China seeks to exert tight control over what can and can't be found online. And they knocked Skype out. Apple knocks or off the Apple and Androids. China did. Anyway, yeah, I can see why they would. Well, here's something funny. In today's news, Microsoft browser fights fake news, and they explained that a year ago, Mark Zuckerberg just dialed back all of the news, all the outside news stories to nothing on Facebook. So it got really hard. It basically you could share it with your friends, but that was about it. So anyway, Microsoft started putting up a blocker. It doesn't block you, but they started it on the Daily Mail, and so I went over to Daily Mail. Here's a clue. Let's see if I can get it small enough to see it. Here's a clue. When you when you have scantily clad women and makeup ideas and other things like this, it's not necessarily the best news source. That's a clue for me. When when on the front page of the news source it's Russian brides and they don't. That's the start of it. I know I'm not supposed to be flippant. I heard a really great story though this morning. The reason this guy sort of smirks is because he's got bad dental work. Because a guy who had bad dental work, it's not bad. It's just kind of growing pains. You get a little gawky when you're a teenager, and he's got big teeth, and so he smiles kind of funny because of the teeth. And this guy does too. So maybe it's a story about teeth and not a story about hats. Anyway, on another note, let's get back on track. Now, this was a really great article. Kevin Joyner. I'm gonna have to connect with Kevin. I really like this one. And he asks us to pause. He says digital advertising is apparently a business made from disrespecting people. Amen. I've been saying this all along. If you really want to do something, if you want to get people's attention, do mail. It's tangible. Mail something tangible. Okay, digital ads overall do return a profit for advertisers, but that's just because they're cheap. And as the price keeps going up, they're not as cheap as they were. There's so many of them, they're so cheap, it doesn't matter that almost all of them achieve nothing. I actually wrote an article back in about 95 as I saw the email wave coming, and I said when the cost per contact approaches zero, the care per contact will approach zero. I probably should dust that off and rewrite it. But there's a real truth to it. I'm going to be sending out about a $6 per piece mailer. I just got the boxes. I don't know if you can see them behind me, but here's the boxes. So if you get one of these, you'll know why. Nice white, lots of room inside. I'm going to put a little puzzle and some peanut M&Ms, which are the official candy of Miglash marketing, and I will be sending that to key business leaders that I want to get in touch with. And I'm going to make a video, a QR code, the whole banana. We'll see what happens. I don't know what'll happen, but I know that somebody will read it. Somebody will look at it. Can't help it. Okay, so basically he says digital isn't working, and in the future, we won't try to target and hit prospective customers. We'll serve them. And I've been saying this for the whole digital revolution. That story I hit the other day about how Dollar Tree has expanded 2,000 stores in the last 2 years and about another 1,000. Not Dollar Tree, Dollar General. I forget. I get them mixed up. Dollar Tree, I think, is going up about 600 stores, and Dollar General is going up about 1,000 stores. Okay, and I keep saying at the core, ship good stuff at a fair price. That's the essence of what people want. Have good stuff at a fair price. You can't get too far from that. There are brands that do for a while, that they're the hit fashion for a minute or two. But long term, look at LL Bean. You want long term. And even Hammacher Schlemmer. It's 175 years old. Look at those companies. See what they do to vet their products. They don't just grab the first piece of junk that comes out. Okay, so there are intimately good. This is great. It's the customer, stupid. That's the manifesto. Yeah, but you can't do it for the customer unless they buy from you. So it's also the product. Sorry. Okay. Use data, but focus on first party. Let's talk to some customers. The product, customer acquisition, customer service, plan it as one. I'm okay with that. Although I think there's more to it than that. But anyway, nice. We're going to get in touch with Kevin. I thought that was a really good article. And then I think I had. Oh, I wanted to talk about this branding article. It's really interesting to me. This was from yesterday or the day before. Why brands should get a bit more. I don't even know how to say that. Rive gauche with their identities. Now I remember this was big news. Burberry redid their logo from this cool, super cool knight with a like a bit of serif, but all caps and established in, to now London, England. Why London, England is and England? You could just put London. You could put London 1856. It would be much cooler than what they did. All caps, Helvetica, guck. Anyway, not only that, but guess what? Look what Yves Saint Laurent did. They took off Yves Balenciaga. I don't even know that. These are high fashion, so I don't know anything about this. But I can tell you this. The Burberry, this is an alternative. This is probably the one that was the basis for that other one up above. But I like the cool knight. Now, if you want a readability, this is about as readable as it gets. It's a little bit of a mild serif type, upper and lower case. They changed it to this. It must be the great grandchildren of the founder. I can see the improved readability here, but talk about unimaginative. And this gets at the heart of what we're talking about. Let's have a little bit of. Let's innovate. Let's do things the customers will like. Oh my gosh, the same guy designed all these logos, revised all the logos. Oh my gosh, it's just sad. Well, anyways, which means there's room for crazy people like us to go against the stream and say, hey, ship good stuff. I'm John Miglosh for the WDMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. Wrong button.